welcome back to another episode of EF Buddies. Got a few things going on right now. Working on some body work over here still. We got a lot of that to do. Just touching up some little dings.
Fucking shit up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can't do that.
Just pulled the quarter glass out of here. So we're gonna hit a little primer on that.
Yo, that looks pretty good.
It's not bad.
I don't see a dent anymore.
Not bad. This quarter glass comes out extremely easy. Literally, you take the little molding off with 2 screws. Then there's 2 screws behind that, and 2 more on the hinge. The inside.
Just take a fucking hammer to it.
Right there, if you want to save it. And so we're going to continue on that, tearing it down for paint, getting it prepped, and on the other side of the garage, got a little something else going on here. It's going to be the first time I'm trying this. Never used this stuff before, but I've seen a lot of people using it online. Little 3M window weld. It's a super fast urethane. People use this to fill motor mounts, fill stock motor mounts to make them solid. We're going to use it on these trailing arm bushings here that are destroyed, ripped. I'm going to try and fix these up. Make them stiff instead of paying $100 or so for some, well, a little camera mishap there. Sorry, this heater's on. Alright, so anyway, we're going to be dismantling these trailing arms, taking them apart, get them cleaned up, and I'm going to attempt to fill these trailing arm bushings with that window weld and see how it comes out. Well, this is what we got going on here. It's filled on both sides like this. Doesn't look too bad. Stuff's about 30 bucks for that tube. It's kind of expensive, but it's much cheaper than like a hard race bushing or some type of upgraded bushing that are about $100 or so. And you can get it at like AutoZone. They got it right on the shelf. So, we'll see how it works out. GoPro style.
We're just fucking shit up for the first time ever.
We have no idea what we're doing.
I prefer to
What? You can buy anything at Harbor Freight, and it says windshield removal tool, so I'm gonna give it a shot.
We're gonna shatter our windshield.
It's probably gonna go in the recycling bin after we break it, but yeah. Try and save it. I don't even know if you're supposed to heat it up.
Everything works better when you heat it up.
Somebody's supposed to be coming here to buy some parts off our parts hatch. And then we're going to use that money to go buy a part for this that I got lined up. So hopefully those two things work out within the next 20 minutes.
29 degrees. As soon as we shut that heater off, I thought we'd get a little chilly in here.
Probably move the title to the car out of the way.
I think a piece longer than 2 4 would be better.
That's what I'm saying, we're going to use.
I feel like it's stretched. So basically, all you do is ram the wire up in there, it goes up in there, goes into a little hole. We should show you. It goes up there, goes in a little hole. Push it down in there. I don't know, give it a wrap or two. Boom. Put the other handle on. Put it through the windshield first before you put the other handle on. Fold it over this little doodad. Boom. Sides off and just pushing it forward to get the fucking bottom out.
Oh, yeah, you think it's
Oh, yeah.
We should have just kicked it out from the start. But I wasn't even pulling hard on it. Well, we can use one side. Oh, you're a fucking nutsack, dude.
Why?
It goes through the fucking handle into the channel. So then it doesn't come out like this. You fish it through here and it comes out.
Comes out of that hole?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, see, you learn something new every day, folks.
I was wondering why it was such a pain in the ass to get it.
Alright, where are we at here?
Just a couple more inches.
That's it, Arch.
Alright, well, close the hood, and then we'll try and
Chucking in shattered windshield?
Yeah. I'm concerned with where we're going to put it. Where I put it now. Fucking yard somewhere. So we don't have the door open or anything wrong with it. That would be fucking grass.
Move the fender in. Hey, we got the windshield out successfully without freaking it. Get so far.
So the wind blows slams the one over the windshield.
Oh, too bad.
Oh shit, race car, yo. That was a lot of fucking sawing. Oh look, the glue just comes right off the rock. Come on, Lawrence. You can tell me about this rust. Stepped on the fender again.
He's gonna get offended.
Gonna go fender. Alright.
Well, windshield's out. It only took about an hour and a half. A lot of wire. I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible.
Look at how many layers of glue they put in this corner. It's insanity.
Ow, it's glass.
Yeah, there might be some glass chips in there too. Oh, I gotta give you guys an update on those trailing arms.
Yeah.
It's been about a week since I put that stuff in there, and we got some good results. It's damn near solid. Show you that in a little bit.
Damn near solid. Ooh. This is where we put in the fucking bushings.
Yeah, sure is. Window roll. Same shit. Professionals use
How do we get that all off?
this.
Yeah.
That's what that other tool's for. Fucking handle brake fucking thing. We didn't like either that or a lot of hand scraping with a razor blade. Question mark? Alright, let's get a look at these. Sure you guys remember what they looked like. You can't even budge that right now. Nothing. A tiny little bit of up and down flex. Other than that, they are solid. Definitely recommend that stuff. It dried really hard.
Like my cock.
Well, windshield's out. Get you a closer look at it. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't fun either. We had to take a ride and get some kerosene for the heater, and somebody I messaged a couple days ago about a traction bar finally messaged me back, and he was pretty close to where we were going, so we went and picked that up too. Just an eBay one. You know, nothing fancy. They're pretty much junk, but we're going to add some supports to it. Might even weld the thing in solid and then add supports. So it has some type of mounting where the factory one mounts. $50. I think that's a pretty good deal. And some kid came over and picked up a set of spindles, front spindles off the parts hatch for $60. So that was essentially free. We just kind of traded between two people, but they don't know about it. Got some rust here we got to take care of. It's pretty nasty. It's still solid. Looks worse than it is. Just dirty. Now we can really get back to what we were going to do up here. So then I got the traction bar and I can figure out what I'm going to do to tuck the radiator better. Yeah, that's the next move. Now, this video is going to be all over the place. It's been a couple weeks since we uploaded a video. We had a lot of stuff going on, you know, holidays and whatnot. We've been getting stuff done, a little bit here and there when we make time, but, you know, like I said, I'm going to have to patch the video together, edit, because some things we did already, other stuff we're doing after, but I want to show it before, so you know, we'll fix that in the editing process. But, yeah, for now, working on the trailer arms right now. Like I mentioned a while ago, got them broken down, cleaned up, little paint. Going to be taking these ones off here in a second. Showing you guys putting those on, so. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Now you can see. Got them cleaned up, stripped down. A little bit of paint on them. Get a good look at the the bushings again. I know I showed you guys them before, but they are absolutely solid. Highly recommend that stuff. And over here, we're going to be taking these crusty drums off. Got some of it undone already. Brake line's done. E-brake cables are off and hanging. So I'm going to set you guys up on the laps here. I'm getting ready to put these on now. They're ready to go, but something I had set aside was supposed to go on my CRX, but I think I'm going to throw them on here for now. That's something I picked up at Swap Meet for 20 bucks. Because the guy had no idea what he had. A little skunk to lower control arms. They look like brand new. So, we're going to use those. Let me get started putting these on. See how they fit. Bad. Yeah, those look nice. Alright, I'm gonna do the other side, same way. Get back to you in a minute. Alright, we got some cheap suspension on there for right now. It's just temporary. Just to get it a roller. But both sides are done. I think it looks pretty good. it's ready to go. Now I'm gonna move. You guys probably haven't seen the inside in a while. Old wiring harness is out. We're gonna paint the whole inside of this, so keeping it empty for now until we get around to cleaning it and spraying it. But for now, we'll work on bolting up this traction bar here. So, get back in a second. Well, I didn't show it, but just knocked out throwing in this traction bar. It's pretty simple. Just bolts up to where the stock tow hooks. Actually, no, let me get a flashlight so you can actually see it. Bolts up to the 3 bolts that the factory tow hooks bolt to, and then it just goes on to the front lower control arm. This little bracket and spacers and whatnot. Pretty simple. That's just thrown in there for now. Like I said, we're going to be probably modifying it, adding some supports to it, because these things come loose on these cars. The newer Civics have a different lower control arm with like that compliance bushing in it, so it doesn't really need these radius rods up front. But this car relies on the radius rods, so it puts a lot of stress on these rods, and those come loose, so dealt with it firsthand. Know for a fact. Anyway, that's probably going to be it for tonight. Got that mounted up, so I know I've been saying it for a while, but next step, I'm focusing on tucking this radiator. Now I can cut out what I need to cut out and get that situated. So yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. Hope you guys like what you're seeing and stick around. If you could do anything to spread the word, share it on your Facebook, I'd appreciate it. Whatever. Like, comment, and of course subscribe, so we get them subscriptions up. I'd appreciate it. Alright guys, have a good one.